Hello and welcome. My name is Craig Berger and I'm the Assistant Director in Community Engaged Learning at Kent State. I hope the first part of your Common Conversations experience helped you clarify what you hope to accomplish this semester and how to set yourself up for a successful Kent State career as students in the College of Architecture and Environmental Design. We have designed this next block of time to build on your previous conversation
My name is Craig
and to
Berger,
make it
and I'm the
easier for
Assistant
you
Director in Community
to pursue We've asked people associated with different community-focused opportunities to join us today so that you can hear directly from them about their transformative experiences. We hope that it may spark ideas about how you can follow through with steps for action. Service and philanthropy is a part of the culture of Kent State. In fact, the university was founded in 1910 after William Kent donated 53 acres of his farmland, the land that would become the university you're attending today, the university you can now call home. It is our intention that you not only receive a world-class education during your time as a Golden Flash, but that you develop a passion for serving the needs of your community and graduate with a commitment to positive change. First, a little bit about our office. Community Engaged Learning at Kent State helps students advance social change by connecting your academic or personal interests and talents with local, regional, and global opportunities, while also helping you develop a variety of skills employers are looking for. We offer short-term experiences like our monthly days of service, during which students travel to different sites around Kent for a few hours to work on a variety of service projects with nonprofit agencies. We also offer longer immersive experiences, like our alternative break trips, which provide travel experiences organized around one particular social issue or community challenge. Students have learned about human trafficking at the state capitol in Columbus, rebuilt homes after natural disasters in New Orleans and Houston, celebrated the LGBTQ community and supported the 50th anniversary of World Pride in New York City, and supported clean water initiatives in the Dominican Republic. Locally, we support hunger fighting initiatives through our campus kitchen program. Using recovered food that otherwise would go to waste, we are able to hold a bi-weekly food pantry on campus for students, faculty, staff, and community members, as well as make nutritious hot meals for local social service agencies. Finally, Community Engaged Learning also has leadership roles through our office. All of what we do is led by dedicated and passionate students who lead service and reflection and work directly with community organizations on original projects. While things may look a little different this year due to the pandemic, we're committed to connecting you with our amazing community partners so that you can start or continue your journey of impact. So, ready to get involved? The best way to stay in touch with our office is definitely through social media. Our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook usernames are all Kent State CEL. We also have a bi-weekly newsletter you can subscribe to at our website, which is kent.edu/community. Now we're excited to introduce you to some of our partners who will share information with you about exciting opportunities they've either experienced themselves as students, have connected with courses they teach as faculty members, or facilitate these opportunities as partners to Kent State working in the community. Can I have each of our guests say your name, what your role is, and what work or activities at Kent State you've either been a part of or are currently connected to? And we'll go ahead and start with Dominique.
Hi, my name is Dominique Bolenbacher, and I am the Community Director for Habitat for Humanity of Portage County. And I'm connected with Kent State by mainly, we have a Habitat chapter that meets on campus. They come out and volunteer with us on our job site or work at our restore with us. We also participate in the different volunteer days that Craig was talking about through CEL too.
Thanks, Dominique. Christine, would you like to go next?
Hi, everyone. My name is Christine Busey. I am a junior here at Kent State University in the construction management program. I am also the president of the Kent State University Construction Management Student Organization, and our organization is dedicated to the development of students outside of the classroom through service projects, volunteering, and then also through networking with industry professionals. So we're all about gaining connections, exploring new career paths, and then also allowing our students to gain applicable experience to their career paths.
Thanks, Christine. And Cassidy, looks like you're next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cassidy Ridley. I am currently a senior at Kent State University, majoring in neuroscience. And I am a community partner advocate through the Office of Community Engaged Learning, where I work closely with United Way of Portage County, which is an organization that ensures every student has materials and guidance needed for succeeding in academics. And I helped them better projects that were already in place, such as literacy kits, which are interactive reading books for students, and big red bookshelves, as well as having the ability to voice my own ideas and start my own projects at United Way.
Thank you. My first question is the same question for all of you, and that is, what is the most rewarding thing about this work for you? And we'll start with Christine.
For me, I would say the most important part is definitely the industry, staff, and student connections that we all can gain through volunteering and then also just joining an organization in general. I found that, by putting yourself out there and collaborating with others, that you can learn a lot, because these are the people who you're going to be working with in the future. And it never hurts to gain as many connections as possible. So I definitely think that the connections that you make during your time are critical to your success here at Kent State.
What about you, Cassidy?
For me, the most rewarding part of being a community partner advocate is that I get to see the organization build and grow and continue to improve, and I'm a part of that. So this will be my second year with the same organization, and I can truly develop with the same people, the same volunteers, and I can see each program continue to grow.
Thank you. And Dominique, what would you say is the most rewarding thing about this work for you?
For me, I would say that working with people who Habitat, we say people just need they don't need a hand out, they need a hand up. And a lot of times we can identify as problems that we've had in our lives, and we just need a little bit of help getting over the humps of life that are really getting us down. And being able to work with people day in and day out, and be reminded of myself too, that I need help too. And the fact that I can help people do that, that's been really impactful and opens my eyes to seeing that life's not all about me too. I have something to offer other people, and it's really awesome. Yeah.
When, in terms of, you talked about working with others, Dominique, can you talk specifically about what you've learned through working with college students?
Yeah, totally. I love working with college students. I personally live here in Kent. I've been here for 7 years or so, and it's really great to help college students to see what's going on in their own backyard while they're here at Kent State, getting a great education, and letting them know that there is actual need though too outside of their classroom walls, and just opening their eyes to that and introducing them to our partner families, introducing them to other nonprofits in the area that might need help for volunteers. I think that's I take that as a privilege that I get to connect students with real faces of people in their community that they can help, whether it's donating something to the Restore or painting some walls, that anyone can help anyone, and just giving those opportunities. That's been really awesome working with Kent State.
Great, thanks. And Christine and Cassidy, I'm interested to know if you've seen any connections between the work that you're doing and your academics. And Cassidy, let's start with you on that.
So Eventually, I would like to work in the prosthetics field, and I've volunteered and shadowed in multiple places, most of which explain the insurance situation and the cost of prosthetics and that they're not easily accessible or affordable to everyone by any means, especially the newer models. And because of my work with United Way, where we're working with children to make sure that everyone has access to necessary resources, I've discovered that the planning and the organization and kind of working together as a community to make sure that these necessary survival products are available for these members, and is something that I want to continue and carry on into my work because it's something that's not really being done at the moment.
Great. And Christine?
I have seen multiple different connections between our work and also academics here at Kent State. Our organization is founded on the principle of connecting students to our community. So we actually do a lot of volunteer work with Habitat for Humanity and also Haven of Portage County, which is actually very convenient because we are construction management people. So we're actually using our interests and putting that out into the community by helping others, which that helps us connect with our students, even our professors, and just the college as a whole. Because this is what we're passionate about, and this is how we can help our community.
My next question is for everyone again, and it's, how would you say that you're able to serve yourself and others through this work? So you talked about some of the work that you do with other people, but how does this impact yourself and serving yourself? Let's go with Cassidy to start us off.
So a lot of the experiences that I gain in class are teaching you to be more independent, but my work through this office has taught me to be more involved in the community and to use the resources that everyone has available. And so it's helped me to be a better partner, to be a better organizer on a team, and to be a better leader as well. And, you know, by serving them and making sure that students, no matter their situation, have constant access to these materials has helped them and myself grow in this community aspect.
Dominique, how would you say that this work, how you're able to serve yourself through this work?
It has definitely, as I interact with other people and like mentors, I realize like I don't have to be so hard on myself all the time, that if the world was perfect, there would be no one, we get that good feeling of helping someone. And like, I don't have to put all this pressure on myself that I have to be this perfect person, and that I can let people in and help me too. Like just that same feeling that I get when I go and help someone else, like allowing people to break down, well, I work with construction, like break down the walls of DOM too, that it's okay to let them in and see what's going on in my world. And I don't have to be like the perfect girl all the time. And I think, yeah, working with people has really helped me come to terms with that, like for my own like mental health, that it doesn't have to be this perfect picture, and that it's okay.
Thanks for sharing that. And Christine, what would you say is something that allows you to, how do you serve yourself in doing this work?
I definitely think that by being involved in the Kent State Construction Management Organization has allowed me to grow as a leader, a student, and also a friend, because through our work, we get to connect a lot one-on-one with students who share the same interests, passions that we all have. So I've actually found some of my closest friends through our organization, which I think that's one critical reason why students should really put themselves out there and get involved. And then also in general, being involved has allowed me to strengthen my communication and leadership skills, which are important to have going forward.
I guess asking this question of Cassidy, since Christine really already kind of answered it. What skills are you developing that will be transferable to your future career in your work that you're doing?
So communication is a big one. By talking to not only the people within my organization, but working with other organizations, we get a lot of donations or volunteers, and you kind of have to coordinate that and communicate with other community members. And so also the organization and the long-term planning are also great skills that I've learned from this experience.
Great, thank you. And Dominique, I'm interested to know if you've had any specific success stories that you've witnessed in working with college students from Kent State, in working with them over the time that you've been in Habitat for Humanity.
Yes, for sure. Actually, we have an intern right now. He's a part of the construction management program. We got to know Josh through him coming and volunteering with that organization as well as our Habitat chapter. And this summer we were able to employ him full time. And he's going to be graduating this fall, and we're in the talks of what does it look like to hire him full time after he graduates to stay with Habitat. And it was a lot of him coming out on the job site and finding his voice and being more confident and taking charge. And we're really proud of him, and we're really thankful for the relationship that we have with construction management and the students there for bringing us Josh. He's really going to help transform our organization. I really believe that. So without Kent State, we wouldn't be moving forward in the way we are.
Thanks. How would this question is for everyone, how would a new student who's currently watching this get involved with each of your organizations or work this semester? And we'll start with Christine.
So in general, I think that there are multiple different organizations that students can become involved in that are targeted to everybody's interests. So I think that definitely by utilizing Kent State's resources such as Blast Off and also career services and finding out what organization best suits your interests. For mine in general, we're mainly targeted towards construction management students or those who are minoring in construction management. So if you would like to join our organization, we have all the guidelines on our website, and always you can use me as a resource as well. But I definitely think before you join any organization, you should definitely reach out, get to know the organization, and find out what their overall mission is for the students.
Dominique, how would you say students can get involved in Habitat for Humanity?
I would say the best way is joining a student org, whether that's our Kent State Habitat chapter. They're the ones that we work the closest with. But like Christine's saying, like construction management comes and volunteers with us consistently, as well as the architecture fraternity that is in the architecture school. They come and volunteer with us. But any organization, any student organization that any student might be a part of, they're able to contact me, and they can get my contact information from you guys. And that organization, we can figure out how to get you on site and volunteer with us. We have taken precautions to adhere to like what Ohio is saying about COVID, and we have hand washing stations, but houses still need to be built. So we would love to have people still come out and volunteer with us, or reaching out directly to me if you're an individual who wants to come out.
Great, thank you. And to wrap us up, Cassidy, how can students watching right now get involved with United Way?
So obviously things are a little bit different this year, but there's still a lot of opportunities to volunteer with United Way. They are still doing literacy kits. You can get these materials delivered to your doorstep for free of charge, and you just put together the materials and send it back to them. They are still building the bookshelves and painting them red. It's just a limited number of slots and volunteers at a time, but you can still sign up for that on their website. As well as, just like Christine said, there's a bunch of other organizations that do general volunteering and a bunch of other ways to get involved on campus.
Great. Well, in the interest of time, we unfortunately need to leave it there, but I do want to thank our partners for taking the time to share their experiences with us. Do you have any last advice you'd offer to incoming students?
Have fun. Definitely work hard, but also get to know your community. Like as a community partner, we look forward to when students come back to campus. It revives Kent, and we're really thankful for all of the gifts and talents you guys provide to our community.
Great.
And especially in today's time, I'd always say, always be willing to take on a new challenge.
Well put. And Cassidy, do you have anything?
My advice to you is confidence is key. So share your ideas, go for that internship, try out that new club. Just seize your opportunities.
Well, thank you again to all of our partners for joining us today. We're near the end of our time with you. However, as you prepare to complete one more Common Conversations activity, we want to point out something about service, and that's that it can be complex. Quite often, we think of service as an act that involves us and other people we can see or communicate with, or someone we know or someone we can get to know. And a big part of service does operate based on that framework. Tutoring is a good example of this direct service. But I hope that you were able to hear in the conversation we just had that there are also some examples of service that are indirect, meaning you don't necessarily see who benefits. Wearing a mask is an obvious example these days, or so is helping to paint a playroom at a local after-school facility. Service can also be self-focused, acts of self-care like seeing a therapist, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep. Those all are ways that we can serve ourselves. And when positively changing our communities, serving ourselves is as important as serving others. When we apply these observations to our 3 prompts for the day, resilience, advocacy, and social change, and finding you, we can see that in focusing on all of these, we serve others and ourselves in direct and in indirect ways. You may have already heard the phrase flashes take care of flashes, and if you haven't, don't worry, you just did. We've adopted that phrase as a university community, not because it's a cool slogan, but because service to others and to ourselves is a community value. It's part of our institutional identity and who we are. We hope our conversation today has helped you identify how you can enact that value in your own experience at Kent State, starting with this semester. Thank you, and go Flashes.